just when we thought winter was over. It was 65 degrees yesterday. Things change fast. At least this time we are a little more prepared. Our batteries are full, our propane tank is full, and we are just enjoying some beautiful spring snow here in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado.
If you couldn't tell, it is snowing so hard.
Someone's going psycho. Hey!
Yesterday was 65 and sunny, and we were pulling into this spot and someone told us they were predicting there to be at least a couple inches of snow, and they were right. We woke up to quite a lot of snow and it's still coming.
Definitely not the longest walk here this morning. It's about 18 or 20 degrees and we have no clue how long the snow is supposed to come down for. That's one thing that's pretty hard with living in a camper full time, is we don't get the news. So we can't really see what they're saying about storms. We're just relying on our weather apps, and those are only so accurate. So we're gonna go back, warm up a little bit. Our fingers are starting to lose a little bit of feeling, and the camper's nice and warm. Alright, let's warm you up.
Ow. Did yours get like that at all?
Oh yeah, mine are cold.
Jeez.
Looks like the snow is stopping, or at least really slowing down. So I'm gonna go outside and try to get a lot of the snow off of the truck and then maybe off the roof of the camper. Problem is, it's really windy right now as well. So if the gusts are super strong, I probably won't go standing up there. I just don't want it to freeze and then turn into a sheet of ice, because I think we are leaving tomorrow. So anything that we do today to help us get on the road faster tomorrow will probably be very beneficial. This is probably the most snow that we've had since we got almost stranded near Steamboat Springs, Colorado back in October, and we are in a very different situation than we were then. We are way more prepared. We have winter mountain rated all season tires. We do have tire chains in the truck. I actually have a real snow brush now. We're not just using the little dustpan from inside the camper. We're just more confident with our abilities now. This area is gorgeous and we're loving the sun and the snow, but it's still a lot of work.
It's the freaking hey dudes for me. He has his snowshoes out, but he always opts for those shoes. He says they give him more traction, which, hey, whatever gives him more traction when going on the roof, but they look so silly. If you guys remember the last snowstorm, he wore those the whole time.
I wouldn't really consider myself afraid of heights, which is a good thing, but being up on a slippery, snowy camper roof while the winds are blowing like 25 to 40 miles an hour, not the most enjoyable task. I know this may sound crazy, but These Hey Dude shoes, they're like boat shoes, so I guess it makes sense, but they have so much more traction on ice and slippery surfaces than my winter boots do, so that's why I'm still wearing these. I do have winter boots in the camper, but these are what I trust up here. Oh yeah. And good timing with cleaning the roof of the camper and the solar panel off because the sun is out now and we are bringing in 75 to 80 watts of solar. We should have plenty of battery power for the next while, but that just means that we can use more appliances and not be restricted, which is really nice and not something we were expecting whenever we pulled in here. Always glad to have some solar working for us. I've been pushing away everybody I love. I don't know what to do. Need a sign from above. I just want to be somebody who knows. It has been a very windy and pretty relaxing day here for us. We've just been kind of enjoying this slower pace of travel. The last few spots that we've stayed at, we have spent multiple nights in each, which is something that we're trying to continue doing this year. Whenever we travel really fast, we don't usually get to soak it in, and slowing things down, never a bad thing. But the sun never really came out for more than just a few minutes at a time, and it's just kind of snowed on and off all day long. So we're continuing hanging. We're nice and cozy inside, editing a video, hanging over here.
Very cozy.
We do have to go back to the Denver area in a couple of days because Barkley is going under for a deep dental cleaning, and then if he has any teeth that are starting to decay, they will remove those. It is a pretty intense procedure for him, so we're going to be taking it even slower once that happens, and we'll fill you guys in. I think our next video is going to be kind of all around traveling with dogs, just because we have some thoughts on it, and maybe we can provide some insight if you are considering traveling with pets. That's kind of what we're doing the next couple of days, so just letting him rest up before he has a pretty big day, and then he gets a couple days of rest after that as well. He knows how to behave, but I'm not even close. Won't you save, 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 save me? Won't you save, 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 save me? I am out here alone, 'cause there's nobody left. I need someone to talk to, get this pain on my chest.
This looks so good. So we were talking earlier about what we wanted to make for dinner, and we were feeling something a little different, and we honestly haven't made something like this since Florida, and that was back in April. Was that this year?
That was last year.
Last year. So it's been a really long time. It's kind of like a mango salsa with shrimp over coconut rice. So we've tried the rice. It is so good. I can only imagine how good all of this is going to taste together. So, cheers. But it's pretty good. It's actually like very light, refreshing.
Frozen shrimp is one of those things that is great to just keep in the freezer and kind of forget about for a little while. You can buy all the meats that you want for the week, and then whenever you run out of those, it's a nice backup to have. It's super easy to cook. It goes in a lot of different dishes, and we love it. We haven't had seafood in a while because it's not super common up here in the mountains. In the winter, we want something warm and usually a little bit heavier, so this is a great meal. I'm really enjoying it. Oh, I've been trapped in this darkness for far too long now. Wanna tear down the curtains, let the sun shine in. Oh, I've been chilly. Still snowing. Probably another inch and a half or two on the truck. Fun. We have been enjoying a nice, slow morning here in the camper. It is warm and cozy inside, so we are in no rush to get out of bed and start moving around this morning. Thankfully, sun is out. It's a great sign. We did get about another inch of snow overnight, so I'm gonna have to clean that off the truck in the camper before we start driving, just so it doesn't blow off on cars behind us on the road. Not a big deal, honestly. I do love the snow. It's something that growing up in Texas we never got, and if we did get it, it shut the Metroplex down for like a week. So being in places where snow is just another part of life is so fun for me. That's why we love spending so much time here in Colorado. And it should be another fun day here. I think we're gonna move spots. We may go check out a city nearby before heading back towards the Denver area. We talked about before, we've got to take Barkley to the vet, so we want to get there with enough time that he's fine to adjust and we're not in any rush. The sun feels really good.
When I'm sound asleep, I can lose myself that way. Wanna see from the bright side, keep my head in the game, be a shaker out in the
So you can see the moon.
of the living. Wanna be on the inside, a bell that can ring, keep my feet level in the land of the living.
Good morning, guys. The sun is finally out. Oh my gosh. It feels like night and day from yesterday and today. The sun just makes everything feel better, in my opinion. We're just starting to pack up the camper because it is supposed to be sunny today and we really want to go explore Estes Park. We've been there before, but honestly, it was so long ago. I think it was during COVID and I don't really remember it. Connor remembers it better than I do. So it'll be fun exploring it again, checking out all of the shops, getting some lunch somewhere, and just soaking in the sun. It's only about an hour drive, so we figured why not? The day is gorgeous. But first things first, let's pack up the camper.
I can lose myself.
Does anyone else's dog love to eat the snow like Barkley does? He goes to town. I don't know if they can get brain freezes, but if they did, he definitely has one.
Wanna be a receiver, wanna pick up
He's a good boy.
first ring,
Ready?
be a shaker out in the land of the living. Get the taste with a few tries, be a fighter who's swinging.
It's definitely a treat to be able to pack up the camper and stuff with the sun out instead of when the snow is falling. We originally were only going to stay here for one night, and then whenever we saw the news about the snow, we decided to make it two because we didn't want to move around yesterday. Now the snow is all off the truck, the camper's pretty clear, we can get everything loaded up and go explore Estes Park. Usually in the winter, folding these stairs up is the worst part of setup. So cold.
Yeah, they are pretty freezing. also just thought about it because we learned this the last time we got stuck in snow, is to use rocks if there are some in the area to level out your camper. We used one this time because we knew we were going to want to leave in the morning, and just in case we did get over a foot of snow, we didn't want to mess with the blocks and trying to get them out from the ice, because last time they froze to the ground and that was really hard to get out. So just a little tip if you're winter camping too.
It's decently downhill the couple of miles back to the main highway, and although the road is pretty snowy, it looks like they have maintained it, so that's a good thing. Still going to keep it in four-wheel drive all the way down. Our Nitto Exo grapplers do have the mountain and snow rating, as I talked to you about earlier. They've been great in the snow and the ice so far, so I don't expect there to be any issues, but if we start sliding around, we can chain up. I don't think we'll need to. We definitely learned our lesson last time.
How does the traction feel?
Feels good. We just started the downhill. I think this is like the tightest downhill curve, so haven't had any tires slip yet. I love four-wheel drive.
Think going with our tires was worth it?
Yeah, I do. They're about 12 pounds heavier a tire than the highway tires that we had. We were always going to upgrade to an all-terrain, but we went with a more winter-rated all-terrain because we do continue to get ourselves in these situations. It's a commercial-rated tire. It's made for heavy-duty trucks like we have, so I'm overall really happy with it.
Connor could probably talk on and on and on about tires because, like he just said, he loves just researching and finding the best tire for what we need in our situation. And that was probably one of our biggest purchases that we made. Was it early this year?
We bought them right in January.
Yeah, in January, and he was in between two tires. Weren't sure. This one didn't have many reviews, but we said we constantly get into winter snow and snow camping, so we went with these, and I'm very happy with them.
The other tire we were going to go with is the BFG all-terrain. It's a great tire. I ran them on a previous truck right whenever they came out, like 5 or 6 years ago. I just wanted something a little more aggressive looking, and although that tire is going to be in stock at any discount tire we ever need to go to, these just felt more right. So very happy with them. Nitto Exo Grapplers AWT is what we went with. Good tire so far.
We just parked. I'm switching shoes just so I can walk around a little bit more comfortably, not in my snowshoes. We found a parking spot, public parking, and I guess during their kind of off season, it's free, so that's a win for us. We got a spot right on the end, and Connor backed it up beautifully, so it looks like it is pretty dead in town. It is a Monday, so it's perfect for us, and yeah, I'm excited to explore, see what we can find in these cute little shops. Connor does need new hiking shoes. He hasn't had them for a very long time, so hopefully we can find something like that. Maybe some treats for little doggy, and just have a good day in town.
It's definitely a lot colder than we were expecting in town. And there's a ton of construction noise, so I don't think any place that we're going to eat lunch is going to be very peaceful. So we may just continue walking this trip and then go find lunch somewhere else.
Okay, it is still cold, so we got a large chai latte to split together to just warm our insides a bit. We walked around for 30 minutes. We got stuck in a store talking to this man. That was very interesting. We didn't really find anything that we wanted to buy, and it was just fun looking at the stores, but we're walking back to the car now because it's cold.
Oh, so you don't get snowy.
Come have a sip, it's so good.
I will. It's cold. Ooh, yeah.
That's so
Let's do
good. Alright, let's get in the car.
Come on. Well, that experience in Estes Park was relatively uneventful. We've been here once before, and it was kind of the same thing. I'm sure there's great things to do here in the summertime, but in the winter, it's just cold and not much stuff is open.
And like he's saying, we love walking around stores, but when the shops are very similar back to back or candy, it's not really our favorite thing to go into. So it was a lot of t-shirt shops or hoodies and trinkets, and we don't really need any of that stuff.
Either way, we hope you guys enjoyed watching our unplanned snow camping adventure. I think this is going to be the last one for a while, but I said that last time, and here we are again. It's one of those things that we were prepared for it. We do love camping in the snow because it makes everything so beautiful, and we hope you guys have enjoyed watching it too this winter.
Yeah, we went from sunny and high 50s to low mid-teens to snowy. So we hope this is the last one. We had a great time with the surprise, but I'm excited for some warmer weather.
Either way, we will see you all in the next video. We are headed to Denver to let Barkley go get his teeth and dental work done. Yes. So hopefully it's all good there. We'll keep you guys posted on it, and we appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
Hope you have a large day. What the heck?